More changes for Miller Beer. Molson Coors, the parent company of the century-old Milwaukee brewer, is bringing hundreds of jobs to Milwaukee.
Yeah, Molson Coors made the big announcement hours ago, and Mayor Barret has been talking with the company about the move. He joins us now in the studio with what this means for Milwaukee. We're hearing hundreds of jobs. Any specifics on the numbers and what type of jobs?
We don't know the specifics of the number. We know, again, what we've heard is the same thing you've heard, hundreds of jobs. They're going to be essentially jobs in the office, so we're not talking about brewing jobs. We have hundreds of brewing jobs here in Milwaukee, and those obviously will stay here as well. But I think it's going to be in addition to the workforce that runs the corporation, and I think that that's really good news for us, that we're going to have all these good jobs coming to our community.
Yeah, it's actually, it's a blessing that Denver jobs are coming here rather than the other way around.
Well, I think that was one of the issues, where these jobs were going to be located. And we worked closely with the Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation. We worked with Governor Evers' office directly, and we were able, I think, to work with them. There'll be more announcements about that in the coming week as to what the state's involvement and the city's involvement is. But we know they had to do some restructuring. They knew they had to do some restructuring. And it really is because the nature of the industry is changing so quickly and so dramatically. But we're coming out a winner in this thing, and that's something we're really hyped about.
I want to get to the changes because you talked about that earlier today, but let me ask you about this because they are restructuring. Was there an option to get the headquarters to come to Milwaukee because now it's going to be headquartered in Chicago?
Again, we were working with them. They are making the decision as to which jobs will be located here. That was never part of the conversation. Would I like it here? Of course I would. Of course
sure,
I would.
Right, yeah, right.
But again, I'll take these great jobs, and these are really good jobs.
But it comes with incentives. You had to offer them something to come here.
We've worked with them, yeah, and we'll talk about that in the coming weeks.
So when you talk about these are more business side, nothing on the brewing side?
That's my understanding, yes. Again, we're going to have the strong presence. The brewery here remains very, very strong. We want it to remain very strong. But these are going to be jobs that are going to be support jobs for all of those brewing facilities.
And I think, people hear about these changes and they can get a little nervous about the industry in general, which you said is it's a reality, is changing. But talk about, we're not losing any jobs here in Milwaukee.
No, again, my understanding is that this is going to be a big plus for us. Now, I can't go job by job and say this is what's going to happen, but the net result, I think, is going to be hundreds of additional jobs that MillerCoors, now Molson Coors, will have here in the state of Wisconsin.
There is no name that's probably been around longer in Milwaukee than Miller. They're going to lose that in the name only, but the Miller brands will exist.
You better believe they're going to exist. Yeah. You can still drink your Miller Lite, your High Life beers. Those beers are still going to be obviously in existence because they're such an important part of the company.
But they're facing challenges. This industry, it's changing, right?
Obviously, and you see that not only with Molson Coors, you see it with Budweiser, you see it with other brewers around the nation, that you're seeing more craft breweries, you're seeing other changes, you're seeing changes in consumption habits. That's why the title of the company is going from brewing to beverage.
Yeah.
Because it's going to have hard liquor, if you will, or other, I don't even know all the other.
But Milwaukee has benefited from the craft beer industry as well, right?
Yes, it has. Yes,
it
has. People here like beer.
Yeah, they do. Well, congratulations on this one. I know Milwaukee will be
a lot of work, but we're happy about it.
And thank you for joining us.
Happy to be here.